Kevin is, he's a kind person. When he was younger, he was very shy. Like he just wanted to be by himself, watch TV, don't bother me. He didn't have the energy, he didn't want to do anything. He just wanted to be with the family members, or, you know, you'd be having a conversation with someone, he just in the background, like not bother. He just didn't want to get involved. And then he got the job at Habitat. He just exploded. His personality just exploded. I'm Elaine Possibye. I'm Kevin's stepmom. I'm very proud of Kevin. Like, you know, again, he's come a long way. He's more sure of himself, where before he was very shy, but would kind of like be in the background. Now he's front and center. Like he just takes over the conversation. And he meets people now where he didn't before. Like he will go up to you in the coffee shop and shake your hand, where before he wouldn't do that. And my husband knows everybody. So Pat goes up to talk to people, right? Kevin's right there with them. Where, as I said before, he'd stay at the table or head towards the car or whatever. And he has a worker, Marty, young that has worked with Kevin since Kevin was 14 years old and still works with him. And it would be, when he'd be younger and I'd say, Marty's coming to get you, like he would sit on the floor and cry because he didn't want to go. Now, I don't even tell him Marty's coming. His bag's packed, he's ready to go. You can't stop him. He's the first one out the door. Yeah, it's great.
Well, teenagers are very difficult. I mean, that's just the way it is. My name's Marty Young. I work at Community Living Algoma. I'm a child and family caseworker. I've been here for 34 years. Kevin, when he was young, he struggled. I mean, he'd get very upset. There's days where I think he wanted to hit me, and for no reason. There's days where I had to pull over my car and say, you have to get out of the car, and then have to phone and let them know he's walking. So it was a struggle that way. Because when he was a teen, he struggled a lot. Now he's not like that at all. I think he realized that we're all here for him. So his improvement over the years has been incredible. Him just recently getting his own job is amazing. He's come a long ways with being independent, and he's become a productive person in the community, and he's very proud of it.
I could tell you today that was the best thing that ever happened to him. Kevin has 110% more confidence than he ever had before. We would run into people and they're like, hey, Kev, how's it going? You get him in the mall, he's like, hey, bud, how's it going, buddy? Like, and I just grinned from ear to ear because I thought, you know, that's great. Because he would never talk to people before. Like, it's so out of character for him in his younger years. That's a shock because he never did that before. Never did that before. He gained a lot of confidence, and I contribute that to the way CLA works with him. His worker, Cindy, is very good with him, and his world revolves around Cindy. Yeah.
My name is Cindy Gilmar. I'm a full-time community support worker with CLA. I've been with the agency for about 15 years. So at the Restore, we started off volunteering. So I would take Kevin and another person supported because they became very good friends. We started wiping down furniture, sweeping little things in the front, but we only did 1 day a week. So then I asked if we could do 2 days. So that was good. Kevin was excited because he really was checking out the guys in the back thinking, like, what are they doing? And he wanted to know. And I said, well, I think people drop stuff off and they recycle. He goes, do you think they let me work in the back? I said, you know what, Kevin, I'll ask. So I come across Ben, and he's big. I go, Ben, would you take Kevin on in the back as a volunteer? And I said, I'll vouch for him. I said, he's a really good worker. He enjoys people. He's very friendly, and he's a good guy. Ben goes, well, I've seen him around. Yeah, we'll take him. So Ben had him for a little while, and then Kevin goes, I really like it back there. Now, Kevin's volunteering 2 times in the back. He's no longer in the front of the store. When I pick him up, he said, "Oh, Cindy, I put together this chair where somebody brought in this awful couch and we got to wreck it." So I said to Ben, "Really, can we hire Kevin?"
My name is Ben Whalen. I'm a former employee of Habitat for Humanity and I currently work at CLA. When I was working at Habitat for Humanity, I was the assistant manager. My role in helping Kevin get employed at Habitat was to meet with Kevin, make sure that he could do the job, obviously. Meet with CLA to make sure there was anything that we would need to know about Kevin before we hired him, and do his pre-hire interview just like anybody else. Pauline and I were the ones who met specifically with CLA when we were trying to get Kevin, and Kevin was trying to apply for Habitat.
My name is Pauline Pennant, and I'm the resource coordinator here at Habitat for Humanity, Sault Ste. Marie area. So getting Kevin from a volunteer to a paid position was a lot of meetings, a lot of paperwork, a lot of going back and forth between CLA, ER consultants, and ourselves. We were going through a big process here as well with a new executive director. But even though it was a long process and was drawn out, it's definitely worth the time and effort. Habitat is mostly run on volunteers. We were eventually able to, after quite a bit of back and forth, able to get him hired on. And he is now a paid employee. When I first met Kevin, he started out as, he was kind of shy. He didn't talk to me for the first couple of weeks. But after that, he kind of broke out of his shell. He started to gain confidence, gain experience, and started to take on more roles that normally he wouldn't have done. Anytime he's here, he's smiling. He's always happy. We know that we can leave him to do his job and he will get it done. And the last few weeks, he's actually been taking another volunteer under his wing and helping him out as well. He is fitting in extremely well.
My name is Amanda Ridley and I'm the Restore Manager. He was a volunteer for a long time and we were really impressed with his work ethic. My old assistant manager actually approached CLA and tried to see if there was any kind of program available to get him a job. We interviewed him and hired him and he's been amazing. He is always on time. He always is just the hardest working guy. He doesn't ever stop. He always has a smile on his face. He's fantastic with customers. He takes initiative. He's just all around amazing. He's fantastic. He's not going anywhere if we can help it.
My name is Kevin Posma. I work for Habitat. I volunteer and then I got my job. I like to work there. I put the garbage in the bins, the chairs, I fixes stuff. I put the chairs up on the shelf. I put furniture out, like the furniture on the ground. I go outside. I put some sand down. The people don't want to trip and fall. And I go at the back and help the people at the back. It's fun. I like to work there. I like my co-workers. They're nice and they say good morning to you and how's your day and you do a good job and I feel like you feel great.
Working with Kevin is great. He's always in a good mood, loves to make jokes, really hard worker. He's always helping, and even when he's done one thing, he's always comes up like, hey, what's next, what's next? He loves to do anything and everything. I very much enjoy working with Kevin.
And he always comes and he comes to everyone in the office when he makes a pot of coffee and tells us all that he made a fresh pot of coffee. And he's very caring and he's just a wonderful, hardworking person.
He's become a very caring, very compassionate person, and he's just a wonderful human being. So it's been drastic. It really has been. He's a gentleman.
Kevin is an awesome guy. He's a good friend, a good co-worker, a great guy to support. anybody that gets to work with Kevin or gets to know Kevin, they're very lucky. He's very loyal, he's very considerate. He's just an all-around good person. He just brings happiness to everywhere he goes. Since community supports, his whole world is opened up. It's made him more independent, happier. And since the Restore, he makes friends. He makes friends. Where before he was too shy. And his world has just opened up.
Our partnership with CLA is pretty integral to what we do here. We 80% of our staff is volunteer based. It's how we're able to build the houses that we can build in our community. And having CLA be a part of it means that we get to have every different kind of person contribute to that.
Oh, CLA is amazing. They are provided some of the best volunteers we have. It's a very good partnership. They supply volunteers. We make sure that we help the volunteers develop the best work relationship they can have. We treat it like a workplace for them. I know a lot of places when you volunteer, you're just like shredding paper, you're doing whatever. We try to pull out whatever skills they may have that they might even be hiding and they may not know they have, and then we work to those strengths.
I'm very, very happy with CLA. Like it's a second home for Kevin. Like they treat him with respect. It's not, well, you know, I get paid to take Kevin out, so that's what I'm doing. Like they go above and beyond.
As Kevin got older, he became part of my family. I consider him a younger brother. He's very close to my family and my parents. And I feel part of his family too.
You have friendships. I work with the family and Kevin. This way everybody's happy. So we got a friendship. You become part of people's lives. You know, it's a helping field. It's what we do.
We get the benefits of Kevin, you know, living at home and being happy in that, but they get the credit for making Kevin the person he is. Absolutely. We're beyond happy.
See, I like them. The nice people. I feel happy. I feel happy. Thank you, everybody.